Meghan Markle's appearance at the 47th Annual Kennedy Center Honors took a shocking turn when she was met with open hostility from the audience, facing boos and heckles that left her visibly shaken. According to witnesses, Markle appeared deeply upset by the reaction, with some reports claiming she broke down in tears backstage. What should have been a dignified evening celebrating the arts instead became another flashpoint in the Duchess's fraught relationship with the public, a stark reminder of her transition from celebrated royal to divisive celebrity. The incident underscores the dramatic reversal of Markle's public image in recent years. Once admired for her poise, philanthropy, and seemingly modern take on royalty, she has increasingly faced criticism for perceived insincerity and hypocrisy. Her widely publicized interviews, such as the bombshell sit-down with Oprah Winfrey, alienated many who had initially supported her. In these interviews, Markle painted a picture of victimhood, claiming mistreatment by the royal family and the press. However, detractors have accused her of exploiting these narratives to advance her personal brand, turning her grievances into lucrative media deals, including Netflix productions and a podcast. Criticism has also centered on the apparent disconnect between her advocacy for equality and the lavish lifestyle she leads. Critics argue that her high-profile endorsements of compassion and empowerment are undermined by displays of wealth, such as designer clothing and luxury homes, which they see as tone-deaf given the causes she purports to champion. This perceived hypocrisy has deepened public skepticism, turning a once-beloved figure into a lightning rod for controversy. The reception at the Kennedy Center highlights this growing backlash. Social media exploded with reactions after the event, with hashtags and memes ridiculing Markle trending for hours. Critics on platforms like Twitter framed the booing as symbolic of a public tired of what they perceive as her self-promotion and lack of accountability. Others defended Markle, suggesting that the hostility she faced was unjustified and indicative of deeper societal biases, including racism and misogyny. Adding fuel to the fire, Markle's strained relationship with Prince Harry has not gone unnoticed. Their joint decisions, including stepping back from royal duties and their controversial media appearances, have led to widespread scrutiny. The couple's attempts to carve out independent careers have drawn mixed reactions, with some praising their courage while others accuse them of capitalizing on their royal connections for personal gain. Amid this turmoil, the impact of such hostility on Markle's mental health has become a topic of renewed discussion. While some sympathize with her, acknowledging the difficulty of facing public scorn, others remain critical, arguing that her framing of herself as a victim undermines broader and more serious conversations about mental health advocacy. Critics contend that Markle's narrative often feels performative, focusing more on controlling her public image than fostering genuine change or dialogue. The Kennedy Center episode also reveals the role of social media and news outlets in amplifying Markle's polarizing status. Within hours, the event was dissected online, with commentary ranging from biting humor to serious critiques of her advocacy and authenticity. Some viewed the booing as an inflection point in her public journey, a stark indication that the narrative she and Harry have been building may no longer resonate with audiences. Questions now loom over Markle's ability to maintain public interest as she pursues her media projects and advocacy efforts. Her podcast, her Netflix productions, and even her potential future as an author are all at risk of being overshadowed by her declining popularity. The incident at the Kennedy Center raises critical concerns. Can Markle rehabilitate her public image, or has her time in the spotlight already reached its peak? Will audiences be willing to accept a redemptive arc, or has her trajectory as a public figure cemented her as a divisive force? For Markle, the stakes are undeniably high. Public figures in today's hyper-connected world are subject to swift and often brutal shifts in perception, and Markle seems to be navigating one of the most challenging phases of her career. As critics, supporters, and onlookers weigh in, the Duchess of Sussex faces a daunting challenge: to either reclaim her narrative or risk fading into the realm of public figures whose controversies forever eclipse their accomplishments. The Kennedy Center Honors may have been intended as a night to celebrate artistic achievement, but for Meghan Markle, it has become another defining moment in a career marked by both triumph and turmoil. Whether this incident serves as a wake-up call or merely another chapter in a contentious public life remains to be seen. One thing is certain: the world will be watching her next move.